Okay, we're getting invaded. Ready to flash. Easy. On reaction. Hello my fellow misfortunates and welcome to Diamond 4 Solo Queue. Today you will see some Blade of the Ruined King misfortune. This is the good old Blade into Lethality build. The build that was popular before Summer invented or came up with, or however you want to call it, the SS Reaver build. Some good damage. Trade should favor us, as I do have biscuits. So yeah, the good old Blade build, but I want to combine it with Umbral Glaive first item. It's Ezreal's Exhaust. Okay, finally level 2. So the exhaust thing actually is catching on more and more. I'm still more comfortable with heal, but I can definitely see myself playing more exhaust in certain matchups in the near future. Especially against teams with a lot of assassins. Okay, so far so good. So with this build, you typically, well, historically you went Blade of the Ruined King first, and then Lethality, but I think it's a mistake. I thought it back in the day, and I still think it's true today, that you should buy Blade of the Ruined King's second item, and... Oh, come on. Okay, does not continue to chase. Good for me. He could have 1v1'd me so easily. So yeah, it's max, or its current health damage. The Blade of the Ruined King. Which means it will always be better when the game is already going. Okay, this is too wild a lane phase. I lead with a Vamp Scepter. So this is the typical build order. But you can... Fine. You can go Vamp Scepter and then Umbral Glaive. That's definitely an option. Into hurry back to lane so I don't miss all of that farm. That Nautilus just completely wrecked us. 2 kills Ezreal. I'm a little bit sad Bard is not playing the good build. The Guardian build, but the Troll Omnistone. I can't wait for the day they finally remove that keystone. It's so pointless. Like, why does it even exist? It's just a placeholder because they didn't know what else to do with Kleptomancy. But this build's fundamentally a lethality build, which means Qmax is probably a little bit better than W by level 10. Yeah, just straight Qmax and then W max second. Right. Ezreal is so rich though. Could just base and spend all my gold. Well, I missed my opportunity. To play it safe, they're looking for something. Wow, I really missed the Cannon minion. Can't do anything if Bard is not with me. And I'm back in mid lane. A very tough lane. Which is why I want the early you know, Vamp Scepter. The build is also quite flexible, as you do not need to like full stack lethality. You can always just transition into more tanky items, Black Cleaver for example, Guardian Angel. A lot of your damage just comes from your Blade of the Ruined King. I can just base here. They're not pushing this, which means I have some free time at my hands. And I can't walk up, so might as well buy some items. This is slow pushing towards me as well, so I'm not losing anything by basing. I couldn't walk up anyway to farm, so I lose these minions regardless, which means basing is definitely optimal. Now I have I actually have more combat stats than the Fed Ezreal, which means I can fight him if I need to. Nautilus also mid lane. It's dead. Ezreal level 6, but he just used ulti. Farm back. Sure. I push this in, I have item advantage right now. Ezreal made a huge mistake by not pushing as I went out of vision, allowing me to base for free. 6-2. Oh no, Nautilus is back, so I need to just sit near my tower and not get grabbed. Good setup. Watching the minimap right now. So Vamp Scepter early enables my overheal already. Overheal probably Misfortune's best minor rune you can have. So amazing. I know I keep repeating this, but just in case you don't know. Misfortune's W passive gives her movement speed, but it cancels as soon as she takes a hit. However, it does not cancel if the hit is absorbed by a shield. So as long as you're shielded, it's impossible to interrupt your W movement speed. This is why it's so strong. It's so tough to deal with her while she's kiting you. Right. This. Fine. Getting my boots in 2 minutes. He looks dead. Oh, and the flame ping is coming out. Sorry, buddy, you're gone. I take dragon here, I need to be careful, as they might just collapse on me. Better walk out of vision, I don't lose it. And a minion I will walk up. It's the gank. Not sure what he wants me to do there. Even healed him. Well, I attempted to, but was already dead. A very wild game. Bard is such a strong pick right now, but this dude with Omnistone, Guardian is just so strong. See, minion aggro me, but I'm still sped up because of my W. I want to fast push this. Alright. Warded. Pointless. Okay, I can't force this under tower. But I can probably base and be at my tower in time. It's a real miss, but he's probably just waiting to put. Got my item perfectly, and now I'm going for my blade plus attack speed boots, which means I will be shredding those tanks. Lethality Misfortune can suffer a little bit if you're not snowballing, if the enemy gets too tanky. And Blade of the Ruined King kind of circumvents that problem due to its current health damage. It's physical damage too, so it benefits from lethality. But I need to forfeit some minions here. Experience at least. Awards. Awards there. Stopwatch. We lose mid tower for that though. Probably not worth it. Mid tower is so huge. The thing with mid towers is they are guarding, they're literally standing there guarding your jungle entrances for you. So when they're gone, enemy can invade you for free. Nice. Katarina pop off. Guess I can take this in time, can't I? It's super squishy. Okay. Ah, he still got me. Had I hit behind the minions in time? Ah, damn! He had Ignite ready. Okay, I thought I could outplay him with my lifesteal. My original plan, I saw him a little bit too late. My original plan was, or I made up that plan too late. I wanted to hide behind my minions, or at least get out of his Q range, and then dance in between my minion wave, so he cannot grab me. And then work with my lifesteal, but not quite fast enough. I thought I had him with my flash auto attack, or I could get away, but I still had Ignite ready, so a little bit heartbreaking. But at least I tried, right? Need to shut down that Lee Sin very soon. Phase 2 fed. Way too beefy. We lose that tower. Another mid tower gone. A little bit of a problem. It's good enough, I suppose. I got the 1,000 gold Lee Sin. Katarina got the other two. I need to retake one mid tower at least, or going to suffer through the mid game. Okay, we can't. We're not able to push fast enough, and they all respawned already. So I can grab a Blade of the Ruined King and the next item Dustblade for some extra cooldown reduction. And afterwards Lord Dominic's Regards. Or maybe even, since I'm not a full lethality build, maybe Mortal Reminder is fine, okay, or fine as well. We have 4 times Conqueror in the enemy team. Which is a healing rune after all, especially for bruisers. Thanks. I love Umbral Glaive. Oh, the D-warding. And now he sweeps on top of my glaive and the control ward. What a champ. What a champ this bard is. Yo, leave a like for this bard. He deserves it. A bit too early on my ulti, I guess. That's fine. What a dive. Okay, my ulti... I think my ulti was still fine, to be completely honest. We're still hard lost. Yo, what are you pinging at? Actually, they all are stacking so much armor. I think I need my Last Whisper item as soon as possible. And I will go for the Mortal Reminder here. I think that's worth. They have so much healing. And I'm not aiming to one-shot them. Which means the value of healing reduction is going up substantially. With mid inhibitor down, plus their tower still intact, they can threaten Baron pretty quickly. Oh wow, he aimed for the Nautilus instead of Ezreal. Took a very bad fight there. We should have never went into that choke point in the first place. That's a Baron for them. Pretty sure about that. Okay, they just got the third Drake. So it's still winnable. I need this. This is such an important component against them. We are actually quite strong, we just need to pick good fights and not just get caught out all the time. And I'm pretty sure chasing is not the best call. Oh god. Yeah, that's a Baron for them. For sure. They're actually messing up, aren't they? Nice. Save the base towers. If nobody else is willing to. We don't even have minions, so we can't push anyway. Okay. Got the last Whisper component. I need to stock up on cooldown reduction a little bit. So Duskblade is a must. And then maybe Ghostblade last item. Lethality stacking holds a lot of value if you have a last Whisper item. She should be dead, shouldn't she? Okay. That's a bad call. Come on, dude. Sure. They are afraid of us doing Baron though. Which is nice. Gives us a feeling of power, doesn't it? Okay, now they control worded it. Is this safe? Well, it's alright. I know it's not worth it. Umberglaive is so strong. I love it. You're just winning the vision game more or less for free because of it. Okay, we collapse. Down. Coming. Oh, had this hook landed, we could have killed him. The fact that they still got this mid tower is, or creates so much pressure on us. It's incredible. We really feel it. We can't move anywhere. Even in our own jungle we are unsafe because we don't have mid towers by our own. Or ourselves. Board it. Oh, this is boarded. Can't do much when I'm exhausted, can I? Oh, Katarina is trolling. I see. GG everyone. Okay, she undid everything. They get Mountain Soul here. But hey, our inhibitor is respawning soon, and they didn't get Baron yet. No, this isn't worth it. Little splash. Nice, so it's actually quite good. This is our chance, isn't it? Ah, misfortunate. It seems like we're losing that one, aren't we? All these armor stacking and against Mountain Soul, it is tough for sure. We also, okay, we do have one Black Cleaver in the team at least. So yes, they are much stronger still, but this doesn't mean they auto-win fights. In the very late game, Tryndamere just takes over and wins the game for free. Lee Sin falls off super hard, Garen falls off. Just need to relax. Oh, Katarina's spam pinging as well. Go on, mate. Some farm, complete my item. Maybe I should have gotten cut down this game. Just leave it. This tower is doomed. Can't ever hold this. Yeah, they're too tanky, but no. The enemy team quite frankly outplayed us on a little too many occasions. I still think the build is good. Let me know what you think though, and if you want to see how to play the best Misfortune build, then click the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb. But if you rather save your money, you can support me for free by clicking the like and the subscribe button.